Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and Merry Christmas! Now, as a present to all of you, I will review the new Wonder Woman movie. I know it's kind of a crappy gift, but it's kind of all I got. So, if you want to know my thoughts on the first Wonder Woman movie, it's pretty good for the most part, except for the last third, which is kind of garbage in comparison. And now we've gotten a sequel. So, does it hold up? Is it as good as the first movie? Well, we'll find out. So before we begin, this review is gonna be full of the spoilers, so watch out. Anyway, Diana is living in Washington D.C. after the whole, World War thing happened, and she works as a museum curator or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter to the story. And she gets a new co-worker by the name of Barbara Minerva, which I made sure to write down because that's definitely not a supervillain name right there. Nope, it's definitely like a regular ass name. Anyway, Minerva is obsessed with Wonder Woman because she is lame and she sucks and I hate her. So I'm sure nothing bad will come from this at all. So in the movie, there's a MacGuffin, a magic rock that grants wishes because why the hell not? And basically, Diana wishes for Steve to come back to life. And now, who is Steve, you might be asking? Well, he was Diana's love interest from the first movie who died because Ares was a dick. Minerva, on the other hand, wishes to be Wonder Woman. So, that's definitely not a supervillain origin story, nothing, definitely not. Anyway, Steve comes back to life in a very bizarre way, I might add. Basically, from what I could gather, his soul comes back to Earth and literally possesses another dude's body. So while Diana sees Steve, everyone else sees the normal dude, which definitely doesn't contribute to anyone having, an existential crisis. Oh, and there's this one businessman who steals the rock and, fuses with it, turning himself into a genie, but without the lamp. So, all-powerful and all that other nonsense. His name is Maxwell Lord. Later on, we learn that the stone works on a bit of a quid pro quo system, meaning that it will take something away for granting wishes. In Diana's case, Steve existing makes her, lose her powers and become weaker and all that. Meanwhile, Max is going around being a dick, and when Diana tries to stop him, Minerva joins his side. Oh no, who could have predicted this? And anyway, she beats the crap out of Wonder Woman. Steve at this time is like, kill me to, regain powers, and Wonder Woman's like, okay, and renounces her wish, and that apparently works, and it kills him. I say apparently because this dude might just come back in Wonder Woman 3. Who knows? After that, Wonder Woman goes and gets the winged armor to prepare for the boss fight. Meanwhile, Max has been going around granting people wishes, because he can, which is apparently a very bad thing because the world is going to blow up. And right before Diana fights Minerva asks to be turned into, and I quote, an apex predator. Then this man turns her into a cheetah girl.
You serious?
Really, dude? A cheetah? If you wanted to turn her into, a cat, there are so many better ones, I don't know, a tiger, a lion, whatever the hell this thing is. Hell, just turn her into a regular house cat would have been better than a freaking cheetah. Anyway, Wonder Woman fights the cheetah girl and wins, despite the fact that the cheetah should be stronger than her. But, movie got a movie, I guess. And main character can't die in the middle of it, so. Anyway, then Wonder Woman goes and confronts Max. Then she tells him, hey, quit it. Your son's gonna die. And then his response is, damn, you right. And then everything goes back to normal. And in the post-credit scene, we see Linda Carter makes a cameo appearance. Who is Linda Carter? She was Wonder Woman in the 70s. Big bada boom, there you go. Now, what did I think about the rest of the movie? Well, acting-wise, I think it's actually pretty good, especially Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. I think she really embodied the role. And I really like her dynamic with Steve. I don't know, I forgot what the dude's name is. And because now she has to teach him about the modern age as opposed to what happened, in the last movie. And I really like that dynamic. I also like the actor who plays Max. I think, wasn't he in the show with The Mandalorian? Whatever. Anyway, I think he did a pretty good job as well. However, now let's get into the stuff that I didn't like. Like the visuals, for example, because damn, they kind of messed up on this. Some of the visuals look really funky, and in that sort of Black Panther sort of way, if you catch my drift. Especially the last fight just looks like straight ass. I don't know what they were thinking, but this wasn't it. It honestly looks unfinished more than anything. And while we're on the topic of Cheetah, I don't like her. I don't like her inclusion in this movie at all. She just feels like she was inserted in the movie just to give Wonder Woman a fight at the end. Kind of like Ares was in the first movie. And I didn't like him in that movie either. It just felt pointless and tacked on. I feel like if Cheetah was taken out and we focused more on the relationship between Diana and Steve and the concept of, loss and stuff like that, it would have been a much better narrative. But that's just my opinion. Also, the tone is a bit too goofy for me sometimes. But, that's more of a nitpick more than anything. It just feels a little bit too goofy. I would like it to be a bit more serious, but, maybe that's just me. And also, I don't know if this is a nitpick or not, but there's this one scene in the beginning of the movie where young Diana's participating in a race. But it's never referenced later on in the movie and kind of feels pointless and tacked on. I don't know what that was about. I don't know, but overall, I would suggest watching the movie. I had a good time, Just know that the movie isn't flawless, but in 2020, a decent movie is surprisingly rare, so it is pretty good and decent. I would suggest watching it, but that's just my opinion. And guys, have a good Christmas, and as always, goodbye.